I'm always delighted to be with Saul News. This has been such a leader in the conservative movement and the Republican Party.
Welcome to the Saul's Newsstand News Rewind for January 23rd, 2026. 365 wins in 365 days. President Trump's return marks new era of success, prosperity. From negative net migration for the first time in 50 years to the largest homicide drop on record, trillions in reshored investments, peace deals ending multiple wars, record energy production, and massive bureaucracy cuts. President Trump has put America first with urgency, and he's just getting started. Here are just a few examples of 365 wins from President Trump's first 365 days back in office, delivered on his no tax on Social Security campaign promise for our great seniors, cut fentanyl trafficking at the southern border by 56%, tamed inflation, running at just 2.4% since President Trump took office, down 70% from its Biden-era peak, reduced the VA benefits backlog by 60% through management reform and accountability after it increased by 24% under Biden, opened 25 new VA healthcare clinics to expand access for veterans, saved an estimated $215 billion, equivalent to $1,335 per U.S. taxpayer, through the Trump administration's government efficiency efforts, dramatically downsized the scope of the federal bureaucracy, ensuring government is serving the taxpayers who fund it by cutting the waste, fraud, and abuse that has permeated it for so long. You can read the full list of 365 wins by clicking on the link in the description below. Townhall.com reports, Pennsylvania dairy farmers celebrate the Whole Milk Act. When word reached the dairy farmers gathered at the Pennsylvania Farm Show that President Donald Trump had signed the Whole Milk for Healthy Kids Act, cheers echoed through the cavernous 24-acre complex packed with farmers and thousands of attendees. It is a fight that has been going on since 2015, explained Republican Representative GT Thompson, chairman of the House Agriculture Committee, and a tireless advocate for the Whole Milk for Healthy Kids Act, since the United States Department of Agriculture mandated that milk offered in schools be fat-free or low-fat. The impact on the American dairy farm was devastating, he explained, noting that overall U.S. milk consumption has declined dramatically. President Trump signed the bipartisan legislation in the Oval Office, surrounded by children and dairy farmers, including a Butler, Pennsylvania farmer who enables schools to offer whole milk again under the federal nutrition programs. And finally, Newsmax reports, Trump formally launches Board of Peace in Davos. President Donald Trump formally launched the Board of Peace on Thursday, signing the charter of the new international body during a high-profile ceremony that highlighted the administration's effort to reshape global diplomacy, with Gaza at the center of its early focus. Trump sat at a table at the front of the stage as officials from Bahrain and Morocco were invited forward to sign and ratify the board's founding charter, with about 20 other leaders following and signing the document in front of a backdrop displaying the organization's newly unveiled logo. The Trump administration has described the board as a mechanism to implement and oversee a U.S. brokered plan to end the war in Gaza and guide the territory's reconstruction, while also positioning the body to address conflicts beyond the Middle East. And that concludes your Saul's Newsstand News Rewind for January 23rd, 2026. For more political news faster, visit saulsnews.com.